What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? How are we doing out here today on this Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen? Opening up another podcast here, morning episode. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you guys for being here. Big shout out to everybody that's currently in the chat. We got nobody in the chat right now. What's up? Where's everybody at? 14, 15 people in here right now and nothing in the chat so far. Definitely go ahead and shout yourself out here on the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Happy good morning to you. We had a fun-filled show over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We had a lot of news come out of the West, a lot of news just coming out just in the NFL world in general. Now, I don't know about you guys. Yes, the Arizona Cardinals were still in a bye week, but I'm still staying tuned to what's going on in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love what's happening in the NFL right now, regardless of the Arizona Cardinals are in a bye week or not. I'm still tuned in, right? Because A, I got fantasy football, and then B, I just like football in general. So big shout out to everyone that's currently in the chat. We got Juan, we got Kenny, RR, No F's Given, Mike A, Saijin, Vic. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys for being here. We have a fun-filled show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys haven't done so already, smack the like button on this video. Helps channel out, helps the algorithm out, helps out that lonely Arizona Cardinal fan that doesn't know that this channel exists. So definitely smack it up. Also, if you don't follow me on all my social platforms, please do that right now. All the handles will be at the bottom of this overlay that you're seeing right now. Also, one other thing is, even if you just do a real quick Google search of the Arizona sports fan, if you just go to Google and type the AZ sports fan, you'll probably be able to find my Twitter. You'll be able to find my Instagram, or if you want a nice, easy, clickable link, it is in the description of this video as well. So let's get started here, ladies and gentlemen. The Arizona Cardinals had a bye week. But, you know, there was still kind of things to be talked about, right? I guess the big breaking news that ended up happening over the weekend was that the number one place team in the NFC West, Jimmy Garoppolo, their quarterback, ended up breaking his foot. Now, obviously, that was the big breaking news. As of right now, the Arizona Cardinals are sitting here in the West. Right now, we're sitting at 4-8. We got the 49ers at 8-4. So there's a lot of I guess, ground to make up if the Arizona Cardinals are really considering to make a strong push for the West. Now, if you're going to ask me, like, realistically, I don't think the Arizona Cardinals have a snowball chance in hell, to be honest with you. But hey, right, we want to talk about something. We want to at least give some sort of, hope at the end of the tunnel. But this is basically where the Arizona Cardinals are at right now, leaving our bye week, or I guess technically tomorrow would be leaving the bye week, and then we have our Monday Night Football game against the Patriots. Now, this is also the breaking news that ended up coming today, and I want to get your guys' gauge on how you feel about this. Now, obviously, with Jimmy G out for the season with the broken foot, the Panthers do something that I never thought that they were going to do, but apparently Baker Mayfield and the Panthers organization thought that this was going to be something that, or I think they mutually agreed on letting him go. So they ended up releasing Baker Mayfield, and he's going to hit the waivers. So I ended up putting a tweet out there and saying that I'm calling it right now. The San Francisco 49ers are going to get or they're going to try to at least make a run for Baker Mayfield. Now, I don't know what your guys' thoughts on that whole situation, but Baker Mayfield obviously coming from the Browns and then the Panthers and just not having a spot for him to kind of really grow. I think the 49ers can really be a very, very reasonable and like a realistic, that's what I'm trying to say, a realistic spot for Baker Mayfield to kind of land himself at, right? So honestly, it's kind of the Baker Mayfield watch at this very moment. Now, I know a lot of people don't think that this is breaking news. A lot of people saying that he sucks. A lot of people saying that he's a bust, right? Now, me personally, if you're really going to put himself in a situation, right, it's the Browns and the Panthers. That's what the teams that he was in. If you put him on a capable organization like the 49ers with Kyle Shanahan over there, I think he can still at least be a manageable quarterback, which a lot of 49ers fans feel like Jimmy G was a game manager, not an all-star, not a guy that's going to be able to, make a big difference, but somebody that's going to be able to manage the clock and just manage a game. So honestly, I think Baker Mayfield will be a really good fit for the 49ers. Now, if the Arizona Cardinals want to do something and pull the rug under one of our NFC West foes, shoot, maybe the Arizona Cardinals might go for Baker Mayfield just to avoid the 49ers from picking him up. I'm just joking, right? I don't think the Arizona Cardinals have any interest in Baker Mayfield. I truly don't. Now, obviously, right now we're going through our own debacles right now as Arizona Cardinal fans right now. So I don't see it happening. The only thing I can see it, like if Steve Keim wants to be like a pimp, if he wants to win some brownie points, and maybe he will do it. But like, there's really nothing that will gain from the Arizona Cardinals side other than like sticking it over into an NFC West rival, right? Like, that's really the only thing that will gain from the Arizona Cardinals, which is probably, it's a good win there. But as of right now, where we're sitting at for the Arizona Cardinals, like, man, this is pretty hard to reach, right? Right now, we're sitting at 4-8 on the season. I actually do have a draft simulator that I like to use. I'm sorry, not a draft simulator, a playoff simulator for the NFL that I just used before jumping on the show. And boys and gals in the chat right now, it's going to be tough. If the Arizona Cardinals are really going to try to make a playoff push, we're going to have to win out. We're going to have to win out. And yes, I chuckled there because honestly, I don't see the Arizona Cardinals winning out. I truly don't. I feel like this Arizona Cardinal team or organization is just broken. Something here is absolutely broken with the Arizona Cardinals, right? We got the Patriots, the Broncos, the Buccaneers, and then the Falcons, and then the 49ers again. We got 5 teams left. Do you honestly feel, people in the chat, that the Arizona Cardinals can go on a 5-game winning streak? I'm not trying to say or try to be negative Nancy or anything like that, but I don't think the Arizona Cardinals are going to go on a 5-game winning streak. Do I think we can possibly win 2 out of those 5 games? Yeah, I think so, right? It could possibly be the Broncos. It could possibly be the Falcons, or maybe not the Falcons. Maybe the 49ers sit their people down. Maybe we can get a win on the 49ers from there. The Buccaneers, although they're kind of dwindling down, I don't know. They got Tom Brady over there, and I'm kind of a little worried about that. The Patriots with Bill Belichick, I mean, they've beaten us before without Tom Brady, right? It was Jimmy G at the time. So I just don't have the confidence in the Arizona Cardinals winning this game, this coming Monday Night Football. Now, if it happens, right? I think we'll all be up in arms for it if the Arizona Cardinals do decide to make the push, right? Finally start making things click. So I don't know. We'll have to kind of wait and see how it all shakes out. But do I feel like the West is open now? Yes, I do feel like the West is open, but not for the Arizona Cardinals. I feel like the West can be open for another division rival of the Arizona Cardinals, and that's the Seattle Seahawks, right? Right now, the Seattle Seahawks are sitting at 7-5. They're literally one game away from that number 1 spot in the 49ers. And the 49er fans, it seems like for the most part, a lot of them want to kind of rock with Brock Purdy. It's crazy to me. It's insane. But hey, I mean, a lot of people don't like Jimmy G, right? Like, here on our side, we're fighting over Kyler Murray or not Kyler Murray, right? We're fighting over the GM or not the GM. We're fighting over Cliff Kingsbury or fire Cliff King. Like, that's what we're fighting here on our end. On the 49er side, their main kind of talking point, or their main thing that they talk about is it going to be Jimmy G or Trey Lance when Trey Lance is healthy? Like, every fan base goes through something like this, right? It's not just the Arizona Cardinals. It happens a lot to the Cardinals because we don't ever win. We're not a winning organization, but it's crazy to see where we are at right now, right? 5 games left in the 2022 season. Can the Cardinals win out to get the West? I don't see it. Definitely it's open still, though. It's still open, but not for us. I feel like it's going to be open for the for the Seahawks more than anything. So if you take a look at the division again, it's a no-brainer. I think the Cardinals are just kind of there, right? We're just kind of dead in the water right now. So I'm not sure if you guys feel the same way in the chat. Let's take a look at the chat here. We got Saijin saying Purdy played well. Yeah, and I agree. I think he did play well yesterday as well, but that defense is just so darn good that I think that's what the 49ers fans are kind of really leaning hope to, that the 49er defense is going to be able to kind of have anybody win. So yeah, I mean, we got to give kudos to where kudos is due. I do think that Brock Purdy did get obviously a good win over the Miami Dolphins, but man, that defense is what's really holding them together and making them that team. So yeah, we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. We got Andrew says, don't encourage Kai Mike. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. No, I don't think this is going to be, I don't think we're going anywhere this season. I truly don't. The Bucks at home in Christmas. You think that's possible? Really? The Bucks versus the Cardinals? That's interesting. I don't see it happen. I know that the Bucks are dwindling, right? I know that the Bucks don't look like the Buccaneers of late. I'm aware of that. Like I'm fully there. There's nothing in me that feels like the Arizona Cardinals can get this win, because I feel like every time we lose, it's just another different way of losing. It's like, okay, Matt Prater's gone, we miss a field goal, right? We don't force playoffs, or they go for a 2-point conversion. When it's one thing after another with this Arizona Cardinal team. And until I see it with my own eyes, it's hard for me to say we're going to win out, or maybe even win more than 3 games or more than 2 games coming into this 5-game stretch. We're in a weird situation as Cardinal fans right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're absolutely in a weird situation. We're like, most fans think the season is over. Most fans, right? Most fans think there's the few hopeful, the few faithful people out there that are really holding hope that the Arizona Cardinals can go on a 5-game winning streak. I'm not one of those guys, but I'm open to hear some opinions. If you guys want to share it, that's completely fine. But 5 games left in the season, and it almost feels like it's done, right? It's cooked. So being that the Arizona Cardinals haven't done anything in this bye week is really odd. So we just have to kind of wait and see how it all shakes out, right? That's kind of the best thing that we can do at this very moment. Now, let's shift over here. Now, I'm going to get into this topic here real quick. I know this is going to be a topic that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Now, hear me well, ladies and gentlemen. Quick disclaimer. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I kid you not, every time I make a video about who the problem is or what we should be doing moving forward into the future, we have at least 3 or 4 comments in my comments talking about Kyler Murray's future. There's a lot of people out there that want Kyler Murray gone this offseason. Now, whether you're in that boat or not in that boat, there's fans out there that are saying that Kyler Murray shouldn't be the quarterback moving forward with everything that's been happening, right? With everything that's been transpiring right now, with all the media talk, with everything that's currently going on. There's people out there that are Cardinal fans, or at least in my perception that they're Cardinal fans, they want Kyler Murray gone. Now, I did make a poll question, right? And I have to make a quick disclaimer, because a lot of these poll questions that I end up putting out here, I want to make sure that you guys are fully aware that I'm not on board with getting rid of Kyler. I'm not. I want Kyler. I want to give him one more year to see if he can do this with the Arizona Cardinals, right? So quick disclaimer. This isn't me. This is just me asking the AZ sports fan family out there to see where they are at. So this is what the poll question reads now. Who wants Kyler Murray gone next year? And so far, I posted this a little over an hour ago. You can see the timestamp right there. It says about an hour ago. And then I have to make a disclaimer. Every single time I have to make a disclaimer, because I know somebody's going to say, oh my God, Mike, this is a stupid question. Oh my God, Mike hates Kyler Murray. Oh my God, Mike wants Kyler Murray gone. And this is not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get a gauge to figure out where this Arizona Cardinal fan base is with our quarterback, Kyler. So that's my disclaimer. Don't rip my head off. A lot of people are talking about this. I just want to get a gauge on the percentage. So if you take a look at the percentage here, ladies and gentlemen, we got 205 votes. Now, granted, it's only 1 hour of data that we have right now. Now, we're going to take a look into this maybe a little later on in the week, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, to see where this poll lands. But we have about 30% of people are saying that they want Kyler Murray gone next season. Obviously, we got our 71% down there says hell no, but we have close to 30% saying yes, trade him this offseason. That's wild. That's wild. This is an Arizona Cardinal organization that has never really drafted a very high pick quarterback ever. And now we want to give up on Kyler Murray. One thing I want to say real quick is I know the narratives are out there, right? I know the narratives are out there on what people are saying about Kyler, right? Uncoachable, right? Doesn't like he throws people under the bus, right? We've seen it. But Kyler Murray is a player that I'm not willing to give up on yet. Now, here's the funny thing. If the Arizona Cardinals organization truly knew that this was going to be a big problem, obviously they were trying to kind of do something with the whole homework addendum situation. I honestly feel like that whole homework addendum situation honestly kind of backfired against the Arizona Cardinals, right? Or at least into the players' eyes in Kyler Murray. If I was Kyler Murray and my organization came out and let that leak that in my contract there was a homework addendum saying that I didn't study, I don't know how I would feel about the organization that I'm playing for. So whether this is true, right? And I know there's people that are saying it, right? There's even, people saying that, Larry Fitzgerald also kind of alluded to it as well. Me, I'm not ready to give up on Kyler. Call me a homer. Call me one of those guys that just, but somebody called me naive. Somebody came out and told me that, I'm have tunnel vision on Kyler Murray. I don't think that's it. I truly do believe that Kyler Murray wants to win. Kyler Murray wants to win so bad that I do believe that his emotions get the best of him. Now, is that a good trait? Is that a good quality? Probably not, right? I'm right there with you. I don't think that's a good quality, especially if you're a quarterback of an NFL franchise, sulking, getting mad, being grumpy cat and the bench, right? It's not a good look. It isn't. But I think Kyler Murray wants to win so darn bad that he lets his emotions get the best of him. Now, I've said this on plenty of my podcasts before. When things go well, things go very, very well for the Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray. And I mean very, very well. So when things go well, Kyler Murray is the best leader you can have in this organization because Kyler Murray is a lead by example type of guy. He is not a rah-rah type of guy. He leads by example, by his play on the field. So when things go well, he's the best leader you could have on the field. He's excited, slapping hands like Bobby Boucher said, slapping hands on the sideline, one of the best. But when things go bad, when things go absolutely bad, a missed field goal, can't get a touchdown, overthrew somebody, anything like that, that's where I feel like Kyler Murray needs to get better, right? Me, I'm not one of them that feels like Kyler Murray can't do anything wrong. No, I mean, if you guys haven't followed me for quite some time, and I know we had a lot of new subscribers coming onto the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, we've been talking about the way that Kyler Murray has acted on the sidelines, right? Not looking in the eyes of Cliff Kingsbury, not really seeming to communicate with a lot of people, especially when things go bad. I'm the first one to call it out. But to get rid of Kyler Murray, like this poll is saying, just up and trade him away, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I still truly believe that I've seen enough from Kyler Murray right now that I want to give him one more opportunity with another capable coach. You gave Kyler Murray a coach that is brand new to the NFL, that for some reason refuses to get rid of play calls, that for some reason doesn't feel like he needs help. You gave him to Kyler Murray to grow together. I think that's a fault of the Arizona Cardinals organization for doing something like that. We know who our organization is. Who would have thought this would have been the best idea out there, right? Because Cliff Kingsbury is a guru. We thought we were going to get the best out of Kyler Murray. No. What we should have done is given Kyler Murray an NFL coach with experience and the ability to adapt to a young quarterback. That's what we should have done. I'm not saying we should have gone over for like a BA, because honestly, with BA and Kyler Murray, I feel like we would have seen sparks. We would have seen fireworks if we seen something like that. Imagine BA and Kyler Murray together. Oh my goodness, I feel like Kyler Murray would have given BA a heart attack. No, I'm saying get Kyler Murray a head coach that has done it in the NFL, but it's also not a pushover like Cliff. Maybe Cliff isn't a pushover, but Cliff is a player's coach. Cliff is a player's coach. He allows things to happen because they're superstars. No, we need accountability in that locker room. That's what we need. We need a Buda Baker. But that's the thing. Buda Baker is seen, yes, as a leader, but Buda Baker is a peer of the people in there. The person that's supposed to rise up to the occasion is the leaders in that organization. And that's Kime and that's Cliff. Now, are they doing it? Probably. They probably are, right? But if you're talking to grown men that don't feel like this vision is going anywhere, it's going to be going in one ear and then out the other. It's just what it is. It's life. It's life. For all my adults in the chat right now, put yourself in the situation. You worked in a company for 5 years. Somebody comes up, right? Gets hired off the street. A leader that's supposed to make things right. You're probably going to look the other way, being like, why the heck was this person just hired off the street? I've been working my tail off to kind of get into this position here, and somebody just gets hired off the street. Put it in your position. Same thing. The Arizona Cardinals, what they should have done was get a head coach that was adaptable to a young quarterback that had NFL experience. But no, we wanted to do something different. We wanted to be the guys that were different. We wanted to be the guys that were going to be, oh my God, look at the Arizona Cardinals. We're so smart. We're going to put a rookie head coach that's an undersized rookie head coach, right? He's not a 6'4", 6'3", prototypical quarterback. He's not. But man, when he's good, he's good. We decided to get a rookie head coach, rookie NFL head coach with the rookie quarterback, and we thought it was going to be a dream made in heaven, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we thought as an Arizona Cardinal organization. My goodness, I feel like Kyler Murray was doomed to fail. One time or another, 1 year or another, things were going well, right? I mean, at least year 3, 11 wins, with the exception of the absolute beatdown in the wild card. But if you really look at it, ladies and gentlemen, the Arizona Cardinals, from the end of last year to the end of, to where we're at right now, the record and what Cliff Kingsbury has had is absolutely bad, ladies and gentlemen. His record as a head coach, I'm surprised that Frank Reich was the next head coach to get fired and not Cliff. So we'll see. Let me jump over here. We got Andrew with the first super chat of the day. Appreciate you, Andrew. Thank you so very much. He says this: I'd hate to see K1 perform better somewhere else. And I think that's the thing where I'm at too. That's where I'm at as well. Because if you really look at it, really ask yourself this to yourself, ladies and gentlemen. If Kyler Murray was drafted to another organization, not the Cardinals, but to another organization, the Steelers, who else is out there? The Cowboys, the 49ers, anybody else not the Arizona Cardinals. I almost promise you we're going to be hearing Kyler Murray's name time and time again. So it's one of the funny things, right? Because a lot of people are saying, well, the Arizona Cardinals missed out on Lamar Jackson. How do we know that we're going to make Lamar Jackson succeed? How do we know that? We don't know that. It took a very special head coach in John Harbaugh over there to make sure that his offense was tailored to a Lamar Jackson. How do we know that he was going to succeed like that with the Arizona Cardinals? We don't know that. We don't know that. The biggest problem that we're running with right now is that we are dealing with an organization that feels like they are smarter than everybody else. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with arrogant billionaires / millionaires that feel like they can't do anything wrong. Nothing that they do is wrong. That's what we're dealing with right now, ladies and gentlemen. The stubbornness of Michael Bidwell, the stubbornness of Steve Keim, thinking that he deserves this job as the GM is absolutely laughable. Michael Bidwell needs to get this whole buddy situation out, because honestly, he's losing the fan base. He absolutely is. As you can tell right now, go to any other YouTube channel out there, ladies and gentlemen, any other YouTube channel. You still have Arizona Cardinal fans. Oh, I'm sorry. You still have their fan base wanting to talk. No matter if the Arizona or their team is tanking. No matter if their team is going through the dumps. No matter. 49ers can be 4-8 right now, and they will still have the faithful. They will still have people over there trying to talk about the Arizona Cardinals because that fan base holds that team accountable. We don't do that, y'all. We don't do that. But I do believe that what we should do is absolutely go ahead and get a Sean Payton. I absolutely do believe Sean Payton would be the guy for the Arizona Cardinals to get this right. To get this ship absolutely 110% right, the Arizona Cardinals need to go out there and get Sean Payton. Do y'all feel like that this is actually plausible? That's the question, right? That's the question that we're all dealing with right now. Is Sean Payton coming to the Arizona Cardinals next year? There's rumors. There's even something coming out in the Colin Cowherd show saying that he was the ball boy of the the St. Louis Cardinals when they were in St. Louis. I think it was St. Louis. That he was the ball boy over there. So there's some sort of ties. So Sean Payton, I feel like that right there would be the spark that can get this fan base back. Sean Payton would be the spark to get this back. Because right now it ain't working. It ain't working right now at all. Let's get to my second super chat of the day. Appreciate you, Cards Fan 21. He says, I hate that we're wasting Hop's primetime. Get Payton. And that's, yeah. Do you guys really think that DeAndre Hopkins is going to stay in an organization that he doesn't feel like he's going to win a Super Bowl? Be honest with yourself. If the Arizona Cardinals go back with the same regime next year, Hop might be the next one trying to request a trade out. We all like DeAndre Hopkins. We know we do. But players look out for themselves as well, right? He wanted to get paid. He got paid. He wants to get a ring. Can he get it with the Arizona Cardinals? There's some fans that believe it. I don't. I truly don't think that we're going to be able to accomplish anything. And I saw this coming for 2 years away. The moment that Cliff Kingsbury couldn't beat two back-to-back quarterbacks. That's when I knew it. Two back-to-back quarterbacks in 2 years ago. He couldn't beat them. That's when I knew. There's no ice in the man's veins. Sean Payton needs to be the guy to get this ship right. It's true. Absolutely truth. Because we are wasting his prime away. And not just that, right? We waste a lot of people's primes. Larry Fitzgerald, that man was loyal to a fault, man. And it's unfortunate that we can never get a ring to Larry Fitzgerald. Loyal to a fault. But now going back to the same question that we have up here, right? The same question that we have up here. Is the West still open? Jimmy G is out for the season with a broken foot. Let me ask you guys this. Do you think that the West is still open, that the Arizona Cardinals can possibly make a push for a playoff run? Now, to me, I don't think the Arizona Cardinals can get a wild card spot. I don't. Unless something completely crashes and burns with any of the wild card teams right now, I think one thing that we have to kind of go for is we have to go for the West. We are 4 games below 500 right now. 4 games below 500. We're 4-8. 5 wins will get us above 500 at 9-8. Even that doesn't feel like enough. We got teams right now that have 7 wins with 5 games left. That's 3 more wins than the Arizona Cardinals. That's for damn sure. So, I mean, if they want, I mean, anything is possible, right? We've seen some crazier things happen in the NFL with 5 games left, right? We have. We absolutely have. It's just things need to go really, 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 really right for the Arizona Cardinals. All of the dominoes need to fall a certain way for the Cardinals to get some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, because right now it's not there. That's somebody in the chat saying RGM and head coach are jokes. They need to get replaced. Well, honestly, if I were to choose one, if somebody told me, Mike, you need to choose one of them that needs to go, it's either going to be Keim or Cliff. You know who I'm going to choose? I'm going to choose get rid of Keim. That's cold-heartedly what I really truly feel. Get rid of Keim. Because A, Keim hired Cliff. B, Keim also drafted the players that we have right now, right? Keim didn't set us up to succeed in the offensive line. It's giving Kyler Murray 2 seconds, 3 seconds to throw the ball, and a lot of the routes are people run deep. So I would get Keim out. Give me an option right now. Give me an option. Who do I want? Keim, your time is up. I'm cool with Cliff getting fired too. I have no strings, and everybody knows I don't like him as a coach as well. But if I were to choose one person right now to get rid of, it would be Keim in a heartbeat. This man can't draft. This man's free agents have been bad. And how can we really sit here and say that he actually put Kyler Murray, set him up to succeed? We got weapons for him, but we didn't get an offensive line for the man. An undersized quarterback with no offensive line. And why would you bring back Rodney Hudson? Let him retire. If that's truly what happened, we end up just looking dumb because we think Rodney Hudson came back, but Rodney Hudson doesn't want to play. It's obvious, man. Rodney Hudson does not want to be here. We got duped. We got Terrell Suggs with Rodney Hudson. I was a fan of it. I was a fan of when we picked him up. I was excited. But man, this NFL comes down to the things that you do, right? It comes down to the things that you do. And right now, the Arizona Cardinals are sitting at 4-8 in the fourth year of Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray. And it just ain't it. It just ain't it. We got somebody in the chat says, can we trade Murray for Fields? I don't, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to humor the fact that Kyler is going to go away. Not right now. I feel like it's still too much right now. Like, we have so much things that we can do with Kyler right now. If we can just give him a coach that knows what he's doing in the NFL. Like that's what we're asking for. I feel like we were doomed from the start. We were doomed from the start, ladies and gentlemen. A rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback. Let's see what happens, right? 5.5 wins, 8 wins, 11 wins, get crushed in the wild card, and now we're 4-8. I don't want Kyler traded right now. And are we risking Kyler Murray's, value going down if we keep him for one more year and he does the same thing? Yeah, I mean, we are risking Kyler Murray's value. I agree with you there. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I've seen what Kyler Murray can do. But I just don't feel like it's enough in what this leadership is doing for the Arizona Cardinals. I don't feel like it is. Fields can see over the O-line. Well, that's the thing. Last year, we didn't have a problem with it, right? At least in the beginning of the season. We didn't have a problem with Kyler Murray can't see over the line, right? We didn't have a problem with that. Now, because we're sitting at 4-8, a lot of people want to start talking about Kyler Murray not seeing over the line. But the first 7-8 games, nobody was talking about Kyler Murray can't see over the line because he was playing MVP-like. He was playing MVP-like. He was an MVP candidate to be an MVP player in the 2021 season. Nobody was talking about it. But now, because things are going bad, now we want to start saying, well, Kyler can't see over the line. Kyler does this. Kyler does that. And I agree. Kyler does have fault. Kyler has fault. He does. It's just, give me a coach that has done it before in the NFL. And if it still doesn't work, then at that very moment, we can move off of Kyler. Will his value go down? Probably. But if the season doesn't work out, we're going to be in a spot for another quarterback coming into the draft, right? What's that young kid from USC? What's that young kid from USC, that quarterback over there? Caleb Williams, is that right? You never know. None of these people, none of these players that are coming out of this draft, like at least the quarterbacks, I don't feel like are better than Kyler. Just give Kyler the opportunity and give him somebody that can help him grow. And I don't mean literally grow. I'm talking about actually learning the game of football and making him learn what he's doing wrong. I agree, Kyler. I think Kyler is the future, at least for the next couple years. Because if you don't know this, the NFL is of what have you done for me lately league. Kyler Murray isn't looking so hot. Kyler Murray isn't looking so hot. And I'm aware of that. But truth of the nature here, ladies and gentlemen, Kyler Murray, the only person that can fix this is Kyler Murray. That's it. That's it. Kyler Murray is the only one that's going to be able to fix this narrative about him. We can have fans talk till they turn blue. And it's not going to change until Kyler Murray gets this right. Let me get to this next super chat here. Andrew coming up with another super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He says, Bidwell loses, so losses don't sell merch. Hashtag fire Kyle. Yeah, I mean, one person asked me, right? Like, what do we need to do to get Bidwell to listen? You got to affect his pockets. That's what you need to do. Just simple as that. What does a billionaire want so darn badly is to not lose money, right? A guy that's a businessman. How do you make him listen? You stop going to games. You stop buying merchandise. You stop buying anything affiliated with the Arizona Cardinals. That's what you do. If you want to do something that a billionaire will notice, is you affect his pockets. That's it. As simple as that. Affect his pockets, then he knows it ain't working. Keim needs to go. Keim's been needing to go. Mike A, yeah, he says, I haven't bought a single piece of merch this year and have encouraged many to refrain from buying merch too. That's the only way. Needs money to, yeah, 100%. Facts. That's what you do. And I know somebody said to me on Twitter saying like, oh, well, we don't want to do that because like if we did that, then, you know, then like, what do they say? That the owner doesn't feel like there's football here and they're going to want to move the Cardinals over to a different, you know, city. If Michael Bidwell ups and goes to a different city, F Michael Bidwell. That's all I got to say about that. I'm not going to sit here and allow a billionaire to bully and think that he thinks he's doing something right. And since 1988, since the Arizona Cardinals moved here, the Arizona Cardinals, or the Super Bowl era, let's even take it back to the Super Bowl era, ladies and gentlemen, the Arizona Cardinals has only won 6 playoff games. Or not, was it made the appearance in 6 playoff games, something like that? Won 6 playoff games. That's it. Since the Super Bowl era. So there's nothing there that he's doing that's working, right? The same thing like Bill Bidwell. I can't speak right now. That's what you got to do. I'm honestly considering. I got 2 games left in my season ticket holder. I got 2 games left. I bought season tickets in you know, this off season, and it's funny to me because like every time we're watching football games, I don't know if you guys noticed, but those local channels that come on, you know, on our TV, you got those commercials saying fill up the Red Sea, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a QR code. Go ahead and click on it. We need you guys to be loud in the Red Sea. You know what that tells me, ladies and gentlemen? They got tickets. They're hurting. They want people to put the butts in the seats. And I've been there in these last few games. In the upper deck, I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen, there is so many empty seats right now. Now, if you're sitting on the lower level, you don't notice it because you're only seeing what the lower level could allow you to see. But in the upper decks and even towards the middle part, I'm not sure if that's club level or not, but there's a lot of empty seats, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's trying to see this product right now. And if that doesn't wake up Michael Bidwell, just keep doing it. It's a lot of empty seats right now, ladies and gentlemen. A lot. And honestly, I don't even think if I want to go to this Monday Night Football game. I got 2 tickets left. I got the Buccaneers in Christmas, which I don't think I'm going to go to that game, right? And I also got the Monday night game as well. And I'm honestly thinking about just giving those tickets away because I'm not trying to go to these games, honestly. This is what I was talking about a little earlier. Let me go ahead and get this up real quick. You're telling me right now that our owner is so darn blind that he doesn't know this. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. And this isn't something that I made up. This is something that was put on Twitter. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. The most playoff wins in the Super Bowl era. You see that? Most playoff wins in the Super Bowl era. Do you see the Arizona Cardinals? We're the bottom 3. We are the bottom 3. In the Super Bowl era, the Arizona Cardinals has 6 playoff wins. Or not the Cardinals organization. I apologize. The Cardinals organization has 6 playoff wins. Got the Lions over there with 1, the Texans over there with 4, and then the Cardinals with 6 playoff wins. Can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen. Can't make it up. This is something that's been plaguing this Arizona Cardinal fan base organization for years and years and years. And for some reason, they feel like the best way to negate it is keep doing what they're doing. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. But I mean, we are here. Now I'm doing a real quick refresh on my poll question. We have 267 votes now, and we still have close to 30% saying yes, trade Kyler Murray right now. So close to 30% is saying trade Kyler Murray in the offseason. We got somebody saying being a Cards fan is hell. Well, it's true. I mean, it is hell. It is. Well, here's the thing. Like, really ask yourself. And here's the thing, too. Like, if you notice this, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch any other YouTube channel, just because you like their content, right? Anybody else. If you watch anything, go to a 49ers content creator, go to a Dolphins content creator, go to if you have a Steelers, anything like that. I promise you that we will not be seeing what we're seeing right now. We have 58 people watching right now. 58 people watching, and I think we peaked up at 67. That's what the Arizona Cardinal fan base feels. They ain't trying to be here because they don't want to face the hard reality. Most Arizona Cardinal fans won't sit and face the music. It's just the truth of the nature. And I made a poll question about it either as well. I said, why don't you guys like to talk about the Arizona Cardinals on live streams? People said that they only want to talk about the Cardinals when something big happens. Come on. We're never, ever, 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 ever going to be anything less than a losing organization with fans that feel that way. I'm not saying go to games. Hell no. Hell no, I'm not saying go to games. I'm not saying buy their merch. Hell no, I'm not saying that. But so many people has already shut off this team. So many people don't want to hear anything about the Arizona Cardinals right now. They're looking forward to 2023 when you have the Miami Dolphins fans, when you have the San Francisco 49er fans, when you even have Panther fans right now. Panther fans, ladies and gentlemen. I know a Panthers YouTuber that has, I think he's got 5,000 more subscribers than I do, but he's constantly averaging 300 people in his streams. 300. Wild. Fans don't care, man. And I think that's the problem. Not saying go to games, not saying buy the merch. I'm not even saying this is the only place for you to watch, right? There's other places for you to watch as well. Got to band together, y'all. That's just plain and simple. We got to band together. And if you go away, Michael Bidwell and Steve Keim will keep doing what they do. I promise you, they will keep doing what they do. Now, we did get some breaking news come out of the NFL here from Tom Pelissero. It seems like there's going to be games that are flexed over. Let's take a look to see what the games are being flexed over here for the NFL. Let me do a real quick screenshot and then bring it up here to your guys' attention so you guys can take a look to see what the latest flexed games are for Saturday, December the 17th, which if you guys don't know, once it gets a little later on into the season, we do have some Saturday games. So that's going to be pretty exciting on its own. Let's take a look here. So we got Tom Pelissero coming up and saying flexed Saturday, December 17th on NFL Network. We got some games that are being flexed over. We got 1 p.m. Eastern, Colts versus the Vikings. We got the Ravens versus the Browns. We got the Dolphins versus the Bills. Ooh, that Dolphins game looks really good. So we got some fun-filled games here on Saturday, December 17th here, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be a Saturday. You heard me well. We got some games that are flexed over, so make sure you check your calendar. We will be having some football on Saturday, December the 17th. Definitely some good stuff coming our way. Yeah, I mean, yeah, season is over. Yeah, I agree. Season is over. There's no, but that's the thing, though. Like me, I can't tell anybody to do what you guys do. That's just your life, right? Spend time with your family. You do you. That's it. You do you. Cardinals should still be something. I guess it's just me. All right. I guess it's me. I guess it's just me. I never understood it. Never did. Cardinal fan base ain't there though, y'all. My wife told me to switch teams. My wife's told me that before too. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, we are a 7-5 team that have unfortunate losses. Yeah, I know, but that's kind of living on the ifs, right? I mean, yeah, it's kind of living on the ifs, this, if that. Things won't get changed unless we demand change. That's it. That's just as simple as that. Things won't change unless we demand change. Mike, I'm still going to watch. The season is over. Yeah, and I agree with you. No, the season is done. It is. It absolutely is. I know we talked about, hey, is the West still open, right? Like, obviously, like, this is where we're at right now as Arizona Cardinals. Like, this is where we're at. We're 4-8. We're an absolute terrible team. And instead of the Arizona Cardinals doing something to give a light at the end of the tunnel for some fans, they said no. They said, hell no. We're going to keep Cliff Kingsbury. That's what the Arizona Cardinal fan base or organization's done. And I agree, right? There's no, it sucks. It's an unfortunate circumstance in terms of why we're Arizona Cardinal fans, right? I think it really has you contemplate looking in the mirror and being like, damn, this is really good for my emotional health because truthfully, boy, especially if you have a lot of Arizona Cardinal fans being so pissed off of how the season turned out and then Michael Bidwell does nothing. Just the reality, man. It's the reality of why do they feel like they are so smart, right? Why do they feel like they're so darn brilliant? Super Bowl era, the Arizona Cardinals has only won 6 playoff games. Come on. Really feel like you're doing something right, right? We really feel like we're doing something right. It's absolutely unfortunate. It really is. It really is. I love the Cardinals, but I hate. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Andrew. Luis, I'm right there with you as well. Then only getting field goals in the first Seattle game. It's a cluster F, man. It's a cluster FUCK. That's where we are. Why the Cardinals didn't think the best way to do this was to get rid of Cliff is beyond me. It really is. It really is beyond me. I don't understand it. Let's take it to the comments here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what you guys have to say. We got Andrew says, you're the only AZ content I watch. I even let work schedule me Sundays now. Oh, I appreciate you, Andrew. Thank you so very much for obviously staying true. Appreciate that, definitely. Um, hopefully you get some sort of bonus, right, for working Sundays. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But you're right. I mean, it's done. It's done. It is kibbles, right? It's like what it says. It's kibbles. Voting for Mike to be the next. No, why? That's the thing. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say I know more than Cliff, right? I don't know more than Cliff. His job, he's getting paid millions and millions of dollars to do this every single day, hour of the day, to know and how to get this corrected. He's getting paid. I don't know more than Cliff. I feel like I know more than Kime. That's for darn sure. I don't feel like I know more than Cliff, but I feel like I know more than Kime. That's for damn sure. This man should not have a job at all. At all. Next draft, though, honestly. Well, that's the thing. If nothing changes, why are we so excited, right? If nothing changes, why are we so excited? Something needs to change. Something needs to give. I hate how Bidwell's letting this team go to waste. Facts, bro. A lot of team with this talent, or a lot of talent with this. Yeah, facts. Now, hear me well here, ladies and gentlemen. The antics of the Arizona Cardinals fan base, and I can't speak for everybody, right? Everybody has a different personality. Everybody, thinks differently. But for the most part, the Arizona Cardinal fan base wanted somebody to pay for this debacle of 4-8, right? Michael Bidwell not doing anything tells the fans, F you. At least to me. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same way now, but that's what this tells me. That Michael Bidwell tells the fans to their face, F you. We don't need to do a darn thing. When we know darn well that we probably are never going to win a Super Bowl under Cliff Kingsbury, we're probably never going to win a Super Bowl with Kime, and why do we keep retaining them here? Why? I feel like we've hit our peak, ladies and gentlemen. I truly do. I think 11 wins was the peak of the Arizona Cardinals. I think we've hit it. I think we absolutely 110% hit it. We've hit our peak. I don't know if we can even get back to a double-digit win under Cliff. What does that even tell the players, too? The players, right? 4-8. We got my guy Free as a Free Worry. He says Maji looks good. But that's the thing, man. Like, that's the thing. We're always going to be the fan base that says, this guy has potential. We're always going to be that fan base. Always, always, always. And I get it why we are, right? I get why we say things like that, because we never win. We always want to look to next year. Next year is always our opportunity. But the truth of the nature here is that we're being played like a bunch of puppets. We're being played like a bunch of fiddles right now by Kime and Bidwell. And nothing's going to change unless Bidwell makes a hard decision and stops going to Blake Shelton concerts. I'm just kidding. No, but obviously, realistically, get rid of Kime. That's it. You got to. Even if you get rid of Cliff, but you keep Kime, what's the point? What's the point? So I encourage everybody in this chat, all 47 of you here right now on this morning podcast right now, ladies, I encourage all you guys, try to do the same. Try to do it. Tell your friends, or to your friends, if they're going to go to Cardinals game, be like, hey, maybe don't buy tickets. You want to hurt a billionaire's pocket? You want to hurt a billionaire's pockets, checkbook, his ego? Stop going to the darn games. That's it. Season ticket holders, you do whatever you want, because we already bought the tickets, right? I already bought my tickets. So I'm either going to go or I'm not going to go. Or I'm going to find 2 lucky winners on the channel if they do want to go. Maybe take their mom, sister, daughter, son, whatever. Yeah, nothing more than money, 100%. Nothing more than money to this Arizona Cardinal organization. Truly feel like I don't think they even want to win. Do we truly want to win? That's the big question here, right? Do the Arizona Cardinals truly want to win? And if that's the case, why in the living hell would you put a rookie head coach with the rookie quarterback and think this was going to work. Doing a refresh on my poll question on my community tab, we have upwards of close to 300, one vote away, and we still have close to 30% saying people are saying get rid of Kyler. So 73% says hell no, don't get rid of him, and then 27% says yes, get rid of Kyler. Wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, I'm down, man. And I think for me, I got to stop going to games because I always get a freaking $18 enchilada, and that's on me. I probably should not do that. But it's like you're in that environment, right? You want to obviously kind of get into it. But you're right. Honestly, I might find a couple lucky winners to give these tickets away to, because I don't think I can stomach this season right now. I'm still going to be watching though, right? Content's still going to be put out. We're still going to talk about our Arizona Cardinals for the rest of the season. We got 5 games left, when it honestly feels like we're trying to look into the rest of the regular season, or the end of the season at this very moment. Francisco says Suns in 4. Yeah, facts, bro. Hell yeah, Francisco. If you for everybody in the chat, you want to spend your money to go to an event, go to a Suns game. Hell yeah, go to a Suns game. Give the middle finger over to Michael Biddle and say, F you. I'm going to a team that's winning. Hell yeah. Spend your money onto an organization that seems like they want to win. You want to give a spark to this fan base? Even if we go 0-5, if you fire somebody, if you did the right thing, the fan base will be back at you, and we're going to be looking at our young rookies. But right now, keeping Cliff Kingsbury did nothing. Nothing. And I'm not saying this is Cliff Kingsbury's fault. Not saying this is Cliff Kingsbury's fault, but somebody needs to pay for the season. Keim, shoot, you got rid of Keim? I think everybody would be happy. It is sad what's happening. It is. It absolutely is sad what's happening. It's an unfortunate circumstance that we have to deal with as Cardinal fans. Got to look ourselves in the mirror and say, damn, why are we always so positive? Why do we always have that little group of people that are trying to put rainbows up people's butts? Right? Let's convince Jeff Bezos. Facts, bro. Let's convince Jeff Bezos to buy the Cardinals. That's actual factual right there. Yes, it is Cliff's fault. Well, yeah, I think it's Cliff's fault too. Charles, just I think it's Cliff's fault too. But obviously, being in this platform, you kind of have to have an open eyes, right? You're gonna have to have a I guess that's the word. You have to accommodate to a lot of people. And there's some people that don't feel like it's Kyler, it's Cliff's fault. I don't know why, but it's where it is. But I do truly believe it's Keim, Cliff, and then everything else follows. Everything else follows after that. Let's get to RV Davey. He says, rid of Kyler, keep Cliff. Rid of Kyler, keep Cliff and Keim. We're slaves to the team. Maybe give me a little bit more context. I'm a little confused, RV Davey. Are you saying they're going to get rid of Kyler and keep Cliff and Keim? Is that what you're saying? Maybe give me a little more context, RV Davey. Bro, if they got rid of Kyler and kept those two, whoa. That's crazy. That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. Let me get to Andrew here real quick. Andrew says the good thing is that the audience is the representation of the fan base. Cards fans are fed up and there's nothing drawing fans in. We want to change. Facts. No, absolutely. True. I agree with that. 100%. I think we all need to go in with some signs and saying fire Keim, right? I feel like we all need to go in with signs and say fire Keim. Something needs to happen. It really does. So like to hear, like obviously this video is called, is the West still open, right? The West is still open. Technically, yes, the West's still open, but not for us, ladies and gentlemen. The West is open for the Seahawks. The truth of the nature. The West is open for the Seahawks, not the Arizona Cardinals. Now, let's also keep in mind here that this is the Seattle Seahawks team that got rid of Russell Wilson that was supposed to be rebuilding. And on paper, They have a lot of rookies really doing very, very well over there. And the Arizona Cardinals ended up going with Trey McBride. So be very realistic with ourselves here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 games left in the 2022 season. The Arizona Cardinals, I honestly don't think they're definitely going anywhere for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit our hour mark. Thank you so very much for being here, everybody. Going to recap what we talked about today. If you guys haven't already smacked the like button, definitely do me that huge favor. Smack the like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. You know, on this channel, we try to give the real here, right? There's a lot of people that don't agree with the real. There's a lot of people that say things like, oh my God, I don't think, you know, Mike says anything positive. Well, how can we say anything positive about a 4-8 team right now, right? When the main thing that you need to do when you're coming into a season is go for a Super Bowl win, and the Arizona Cardinals squander the opportunity to do anything else other than that. So I appreciate everybody for coming through. Thank you so very much. We capped out in 61, and that's absolutely crazy to me. But hey, right? The fan base isn't happy. So I don't think they want to hear anything about Cardinals, and I don't blame you guys. So all right, everybody, thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, go Cards. Appreciate you.